Hello, this is New Vision TV. I'm Lynn Komjisha. Kenya's Court of Appeal Thursday dismissed a lower court's ruling that had stopped the printing of presidential ballot papers. The firm was accused of working under the influence of one of the presidential hopefuls, Uhuru Kenyatta. This was a loss to the Odinga side. However, he has 2 more wins to jubilate about. New Vision TV has the analysis.
An opinion poll has given opposition leader Raila Odinga a 1-point lead over President Uhuru Kenyatta. However, another poll released indicated Uhuru ahead. With exactly 2 weeks to the polls, Kenyans are bracing themselves for one of the toughest elections in history. Opinion polls have been putting Uhuru Kenyatta ahead by 3 points, but also bringing Raila Odinga close or higher than Uhuru. Odinga's group has been seeking court injunctions, first on the tender of ballot printing, then on declaration of results and others.
On Thursday, the court ruled in favor of the Electoral Commission, the IEBC, that ballot printing can indeed continue by the Dubai-based firm. A lower court had ruled that the printing should be retendered because NASA had said that the Dubai-based firm is linked to the ruling Jubilee government. But that was a good result from the courts for the IEBC, and that means that the elections will indeed go ahead on the 8th of August as earlier stated. The other ruling came on Friday, and that was also in favor of the IEBC because the court ruled that even if the electronic voter verification fails, the elections should go ahead using the manual voter verification. NASA had gone to court saying that if the electronic system is not going to work, then voting should be postponed. But the court ruled that the IEBC can use manual voter verification in cases where the electronic system has failed.
This, analysts say, is intended to make court postpone the election so that they may have more time to campaign, although others say they want to keep the electoral body at tenterhooks to weed out any possibility of rigging.
The cases are about keeping the IEBC busy. I think the NASA people are ready for the elections. They behave like they are ready for the elections, but they want to gain as much legal victories as possible, just to make sure that the IEBC is up to its job.
Although there are specific strongholds for each candidate, the local elections will also have a big bearing on the outcome of the presidential elections.
Apart from the presidential elections, there are elections for governor. And the governorships in Kenya are very, very important. Isaac Ruto is running for governor of Bomet. He's the incumbent governor, but he's running against the deputy speaker of parliament, a lady called Joyce Laboso. If Isaac Ruto retains his seat, that means, and he brings over significant votes to Raila Odinga, Raila could be president. The other governorship to watch is in Nairobi. The incumbent governor is Dr. Evans Kidero. He's running against the incumbent senator, Mike Sonko, and if Kidero is retaining his seat with a significant margin, then probably Raila Odinga is also beating Uhuru Kenyatta in Nairobi, and that seat could decide who is president. Not only who is governor, but who is president. The other governorship to watch is in a county called Machakos. Machakos is in Ukambani. The incumbent governor, Alfred Mutua, defected to Jubilee. He also has his own party called Maendeleo Chap Chap, but he's allied to the governing Jubilee coalition. And so NASA, which ideally should be the favorite party in Ukambani, has fielded a lady called Wavinya Ndeti. So those 3 governors, if Wavinya Ndeti is beating Alfred Mutua, Evans Kidero is beating Mike Sonko, and Isaac Ruto is beating Joyce Laboso. If those 3 governors are going one way, then Raila could be president. But on the other hand, if Joyce Laboso wins, Sonko wins in Nairobi, and Alfred Mutua wins in Machakos, then I don't see how Raila Odinga will be president.
The race to State House is tight, and only voter turnout in President Uhuru Kenyatta's and his main rival Raila Odinga's strongholds will determine the winner, according to a polling firm Ipsos Sinovet. However, analysts have ruled out a rerun, saying there will be an outright victory for any of the two leading candidates.
There would be a rerun if there was a strong third candidate. In 2013, there was a strong candidate running as a third candidate, and that was Musalia Mudavadi, who got, even though he was strong, he got only 4% of the votes. But 4% is significant, considering that he won in Vihiga County, got significant votes in Bungoma and Busia counties, but nationally, he got only 4% of the votes. This time round, we don't have a strong candidate from any community. I think it will be a very close election, but there will be an outright winner.
In 2013, Uhuru Kenyatta won with 50.07%. The most recent poll shows that 5% of the voters are not decided as yet, so it's this group that the candidates are fighting for.
You're still watching New Vision TV, and now for Pearl of Africa series, we take a look at Lake Nabugabo. Lake Nabugabo is a small freshwater lake in Uganda located in Masaka district. It was formed as a result of sand dunes resulting from strong winds. This lake is separated from Lake Victoria by a sandbar. Let's take a look.
High human population densities and reliance on subsistence agriculture are reflected in the high dependence of the neighboring community on the lake ecosystem. The poor agriculture practices have impacts on the water quality and food production. Lake Nabugabo is a natural flowing water body in central Uganda close to Masaka town. It was separated from Lake Victoria about 5,000 years ago due to sand dunes that formed in strong winds. Nabugabo has sand beaches which are safe for swimming, sunbathing, sports games, to mention but a few. Lake Nabugabo also provides fish to locals living in Masaka, hence favoring fishing. More to see at Lake Nabugabo are donkeys, birds, more of Uganda's gifted nature. For more Pearl of Africa stories, visit our website www.newvision.co.ug.
And that's all we had for you. Thank you for watching. Be sure to catch more of your updates on your mobile, on your desktop, on your tablet, anywhere on the go by visiting www.newvision.co.ug. I am Lynn Komjisha.